Good afternoon, Franzi. It's your boy, Jackey, and we are 2 weeks away from the official NBA season. The preseason is happening right now and for next week. And so I want to take this moment and talk about my Warriors. Yes, the Golden State Warriors. They are the team that came into this offseason with just 8 players under contract. And mostly that was because of Kuminga's restricted free agent holdout. The decision, they couldn't really agree on a deal, and ultimately they were able to agree on the deal. I believe it was like the day before the deadline for a restricted free agent. And they agreed upon a $48.6 2-year deal. That is like a $23 million-ish for the 2 years. And this is essentially a trade-friendly contract. This is included a team option. Kuminga wanted a player option, which is what the holdout was. You know, he wanted to be able to have control of his own future and where he goes. So the Warriors, in their favor, they are able to use his contract and trade, because this is 46.8 mil for 2 years. So, and that is a very tradable contract. Like, there are some really good deep role players, like such as Derek White. If Boston wants to move on from him since they're on the leap year, they can get a contract like that. That is, very valuable. And after they resolved that Kuminga contract, they were able to finally sign free agents to fill out the roster. They bring in DeAnthony Melton back. They bring back GP2. They brought in Al Horford, and they brought in Seth Curry. Yes, sir. Bro, I can't wait to hear the Curry to Curry, back to Curry, Curry again, Curry for 3. Bro, that's going crazy. Bro, Splash Brothers is literally by definition already back in Golden State. That is cool. Then we signed our rookies, Alex Tuhey, Will Richard, and then we just brought in other guys from 2As, from the G League and stuff. So yeah, we're set for the season. And what I want to talk about is, if you just see the title of this video, the title will probably be about, the Warriors' the key move for the Warriors. So basically, what they need to get right if they, want this to be a successful season. They don't need to win a championship. I don't expect them to win a championship. I don't think anyone is. I want to expect a fun team to watch go into the season, competitive, and can, compete at some level to extent, could be a building block somewhere before Steph, Jimmy, and Dre retires. So what they need got right is, sure, Kuminga, if he doesn't exactly fit this season, but he plays well enough where his value is, able to trade without having giving up too much asset, make that trade happen, maybe for a Derek White or something. And then what they also need to get right is the development of Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, and then there's guys like who honestly I don't expect them to take that much of a leap, but at least like Quentin Post play the similar. I expect him to have the similar production as last season, which is good enough. I don't expect, he's like 25, 26. He's gonna approach 26. I don't expect him to get any better, but what he produced last season was pretty good. Big man who can shoot and can somewhat show that potential to pass. And Trayce Jackson-Davis, he just needs to be decent, at least decent at best for the season. What the Warriors really need is Podziemski and Moody to take that next step, and maybe Kuminga. But overall, if he fits well with this team, then sure, keep him. But if all goes south during deadline, we can move him. But yeah, we are counting on Podziemski and Moody. That is the key focal point for what the Warriors need to hope they succeed, because this team is old. It's not getting any younger. Like, we are literally a retirement home right here. Our lineup here is like Steph. He's like 39, something like that. And then, no, he's not 39. He's not that old. That's Al Horford. Al Horford center. That's 39. Steph is like 37, and then Jimmy's like 36. Dre is like around that same age, and then shooting guard, people got Buddy, and Moody could start there, or Podziemski. I feel like maybe Buddy will start or Moody will start, one of them, and then Podziemski will over time be the starter for this team going through the rest of the season. But yeah, this team is very old. Like the average age for this lineup is like 36, so we need youth to step up. Now, one could say, old vets. The thing is that they contribute to winning. They're experienced. They know how to win. They know how to do it. They can mentor the young guys. Prep up Podziemski, prep up Moody, which is good. But we need wins, and having guys who's just so old. It's the thing is that conditioning. Injured, like Jimmy gets injured like every 1-2 weeks, every 1-2 weeks, then and there. Who knows where Horford will go if something happens, and then if Curry goes down, then this whole experiment is blown out of the water. But yeah, and then Draymond, his unpredictability can get suspended, or he get injured himself. So yeah, overall this team needs their young guys to step up and overall try to get healthy, because this team isn't going anywhere in age. And what's my expectation? I'm expecting probably a play-in team, or just kind of similar to what we were for the past few years, play-in, fighting through the 6, 7, 8, and maybe get into the second round. Maybe if we try hard enough, maybe we could get hopefully the conference finals. I don't know. My expectation isn't that high for this team this season, but it looks fun. Like, this team, we got a lot of two-way players who can play defense, who can shoot, who can pass, and we have a lot of experience in this team. But yeah, that's it from me. That's enough yapping for me. And yeah, we'll hear the rest of the yapping session from you, Franz, tomorrow. I'll see y'all on Thursday. And this is me, Jackey. Peace out.